everyone, this is Mama Bear 87 and we are on one of those Mama Bears days. And today it's going to be my episode number 1 of Toddler Meals. This is going to be, not Toddler's Meals, I'm sorry. This is going to be my episode 1 of Cooking with a Toddler. And this is going to be my Cooking with a Toddler spot. Right now my toddler is right in the living room. I can see him from my kitchen and he's watching Dora the Explorer. Usually what I do to manage my toddler while I'm in the kitchen is that I set up the high chair in front of the TV for him and I put his favorite cartoon on. And that usually takes him as long as I finish with my cooking. Today I didn't have much left over and I wanted an amazing brunch for my husband because he worked out so much last night. Came home really late, haven't really woken up already, so I'm going to have a surprise quick brunch for him. But when I look at my refrigerator, guess what? I had nothing. I had nothing because it's the end of the month and I have to go shopping and I don't have time to go shopping. So this is a nice delicious brunch that you can do with any leftovers that you have from your kitchen. And today we're going to make a pie crustless quiche. And now, this pie crustless quiche, it's called like that because it doesn't have a pie crust. Quiches usually have a pie crust. So I'm going to go ahead and start telling you my ingredients. First thing that you're going to need, it's not an ingredient, but it is a necessity, and that is your cake pan. I have a 9 inches round cake pan, and you can use 9 inches round pie crust or pie tin as well for this recipe. Then you need a medium bowl to mix everything. You are going to need, I'm using olive oil cooking spray, but you can use any cooking spray that you want. And if you don't have a cooking spray, you can use a tablespoon of olive oil or just butter you have in or anything like that. The other thing that I'm going to use is some leftovers, Romani heart letters, and some leftovers of, oh, I forgot what this is called. Delicious. Yeah, the reason why I don't remember is because it's not so delicious. I'm just kidding. If you love veggies, it'll be delicious as well. I don't love veggies, that's why I do a quiche, because I can eat the veggies in my quiche and it's no problem for me. So I just remember what this is called, and this is called delicious spinach. It's the baby spinach. This is how much leftovers you'll need, and this is just my baby spinach together with my Romani heart letters. You'll need 5 regular sized eggs and 1 tablespoon of dry rosemary, 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning, and 1 pinch of salt. And this is optional. You don't actually need this. I just like to throw it in together so that it's kind of seasoned all together. You'll need 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And you can use any kind of oil that you want or just melt the butter. It'll work just as fine. 2 separate tablespoons because we're going to use 2 separate skillets. You all need 3 cups of cheese, and the cheese has to be shredded just like this one. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell you that this is just leftovers that I had of cheese. I had like 3 different cheese and I put them together. It's totally fine, whatever cheese you have as long as it's shredded, okay? You'll need some type of meat. You don't have to do it with meat. That's the fine thing about the quiche, that you can do it without the meat. Today we're using ground meat. This is how much leftover ground meat I had, so this is totally fine too. Then you're going to go ahead and chop 1 onion out. This is my chopped onion, and chopped is about 2 cups of onion. Unchopped is 1 regular large size onion. Just for the little extra that I'm going to go ahead and put in, it's going to be my green protein and my sweet potato. This is Cuban sweet potato, but you can use any sweet potato that you want. So we are going to have 2 skillets for you, kind of lay it out. I already put the olive oil in, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to set it in medium heat or between the 2 and the 4, however your kitchen stuff works, might work just like that. And then I'm gonna let that heat in for a minute, and this is usually the time that I get to chop my letters and put out my, wash my veggies and everything like that. But I tried making a video earlier and it just didn't come out right, so I'm doing it again, and I had already done that. I don't want to just kind of throw it out because I am using leftovers. I just want to use them again. Sorry, I dropped something. I'm going to go ahead and throw that out in my garbage. And let me just tell you that this is my first video, so I hope it comes out good. If you have any comments, please let me know. And this Cooking with a Toddler spot is going to be to show busy moms that you can make a nice meal every day, looking like a restaurant meal with no time and a busy toddler running around you. It's amazing the techniques that you could learn, that I have learned. And I want to learn many, many more techniques with you, so feel free to leave your comment down below and tell me. And if this is your first time watching my YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe. It's totally free. I was just kidding. So, my oil, it's already kind of bubbly, and it's the reason why I put a little bit of my one chopped onion I put in so that my oil starts to be bubbly. I'm going to go ahead and throw out my 2 cups of chopped onion in my skillet. That's really hot. Amazing. And this is going to be setting here for exactly 10 minutes, or until my onions are kind of turning goldish or brown-like looking, and this is exactly what you want. In my other skillet, I'm going to throw out my ground beef in, and I just have to kind of, I'll show you how it looks in a minute, kind of break it out, and, you know, I can't believe my camera. Let me tell you something, you guys. I'm not very professional in this YouTube making video, but I'm doing my best in here because I want to show you my experience, just like you guys have shown me your experience. Feel free to tell me what your YouTube channel is about so I can subscribe to it as well and learn from you. We can all learn from each other. So if you have any comments about how to work your webcam so that you can see everything that you want, let me know, because I'm always struggling with that. I'm going to go ahead and move my camera over here so that you can see kind of what I'm doing in here as well as I'm seeing. This is what I'm seeing. Hi everybody, we're back into Cooking with a Toddler, episode 1, and today we're making a pie crustless quiche with all the leftovers that I have in my fridge. I'm going to go ahead and show you because the last time I saw you, I was making my onions with my spinach. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera kind of so that you can see. This is how you know they're done. My spinach and my lettuce gets smaller and smaller, and my onions are golden and brownish, which is exactly what I want to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off because this is just how I want it, and it takes 3 minutes to get it like this, so quick and easy. So right now I'm going to get that medium bowl that I talked to you about last time, and I'm going to go ahead and break apart my 5 eggs. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first thing that I like to do when I'm making this is that I like to kind of break my eggs before I start. Oops, drop it. Before I start with my quiche, okay? So we're going to go ahead and break that egg. And just stir it. And stir it and stir it. And these are my leftovers. Once your eggs are all broken, I'm going to go ahead and add this nice onion and spinach mixture that I have right here, and we'll see how that comes out. It's just delicious right now. So I can put this aside now. On my big pile of things that I have to wash, and I'm gonna mix that in. And I like to just kind of mix everything one by one. I don't like to put all the ingredients together and mix them all at once. I just like to do that. I mean, if you are going to do it all together, it's fine by you. One of the many few places that you get to be your own person and you get to do whatever you want, it's your own kitchen. Because you get to cook however you want and make other people's recipes rock with what you have on your kitchen, which is why I love to cook. So I'm going to go ahead and put the pinch of salt that we were talking about, that tablespoon of dry rosemary, and that tablespoon of dry complete seasoning. I'm just going to go and pour that in right now into my mixer and stir it in just so that it's nice. Okay. My next step would be to kind of put in my cheese. I'm just going to go ahead and do that all at once. Mix it in. This is looking delicious. It's going to be an amazing brunch for me and my husband. And I love things that are baked, anything that has to do with the oven. I just love to do. I think I spend hours and hours looking on the internet and just kind of looking for recipes of breakfast and lunch and brunches and dinner recipes and snack recipes that I can bake on my house and do on my own. It's just amazing. I mean, this is quick and easy. The reason why it's taking so long is because I'm making this video. So, this is how it looks like with my spinach and my cheese. And it gets that kind of brown looking like texture. This is exactly what you want. It's mixture in. It's a bigger amount now. I'm going to go ahead and put my ground beef on here as well. So this is going to be tasting. After this, we won't need to go to any restaurant. I'm mixing that in, and I'm going to take a second to go check on my toddler that's getting kind of crumpy. Alright everybody, so sorry, I'm back in the kitchen and I'm mixing everything in, and this is how it's looking like. This is exactly how you want it to look like. Don't get scared, don't get worried or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that cooking pan. I forgot to tell you actually at the beginning of the video that you are supposed to preheat your oven for like around 20 minutes to 370. So if you just want to go ahead and preheat your oven before you do all this preparation, it'll be just as fine. And then I'm going to get this cooking pan, put it right here. I'm going to move my cooking spray and just slightly spray over it so that I don't get any anything sticking on it. Alright, that's it. That's what we use the cooking pan for. Pour everything in. To pour everything in my cooking pan. Dump it into things that I have to wash. As you can see, it's already piling. So you guys, I'm going to show you right now how my quiche, my pie crustless quiche a la rosemary, it's looking like before we put it in the oven. So this is how it looks like, and I'm excited to see how that ground beef and that onion is going to look like once it's out of the oven. I made this one, let's just follow the recipe a little bit different. This is kind of a cooking experiment for me as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my oven. Remember, it's 370 degrees. And we are going to set that in there for around 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get my phone so I can put a timer on it. And it's 10:39 right now in the morning. So, timer, 30 minutes, start. So I have gone and put my timer to 30 minutes, and that's exactly how long it's going to take for everything to get done on the oven. While that is there, I'm going to go ahead and kind of get all the crust out of my sweet potato as quick as I can do it, because we don't have a lot of time. And after I'm done doing that, I'm going to go ahead and chop this into little plantain pieces, and I'll show you the video once I'm done that. So see you back in around 3 minutes, which is probably what it's going to take me to do this. Okay everybody, it's been exactly 30 minutes, and my stopwatch just stopped it, and I took out my pie crustless quiche out of the oven, and this is how it looks like. Let me turn the camera so you can see. This is exactly how it looks like. I just want to find the right angle. I'm turning away from the camera. Okay, right there is good enough. That's exactly how it looks like, and we have to let it cool off for about 10 minutes, and then we can just go ahead and pop it out and put it on a nice plate and cut it kind of like it was a pizza and serve it for a brunch. So I'll show you how that looks like, okay? Hold on. Now for this little idea, I'm going to use a special plate to kind of, so that it kind of looks nice on it. And I'm just going to use one of my regular plates. One of my regular plates is a regular square plate, and I'm just going to put it right here so you can see what I'm doing. Got my plate. I'm going to put it on top of my pie thing. Gotta be careful you don't burn yourself, that's why I'm using an oven mitt. Sorry about that. I'm just getting used to the camera, sorry about that. So I have my plate on top of my pie pan thing. I'm just going to go ahead and flip it over and see what happens. Hopefully it didn't break. That's usually what happens. I end up getting a good delicious meal, and I break it when I'm pouring it over. That's what happens when you're not an actual master chef. So this one didn't break. That was awesome. Let me kind of move it around. Okay. It looks very delicious. So this is how it looks like. The plate is giving it an even more delicious look. I'm going to go ahead and get one of those pizza cutters that I have and cut this into pies. Just perfectly even pies. And some people can do this fast, others can. I'm one of those people who can. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm just not a master chef. I want to be very careful with this so that I don't break my beautiful creation. And just cutting it into pies. You can do it with a regular knife if you want. It's much easier with one of those pizza cutters that I get because I like homemade pizza or like frozen pizza. We have them sometimes, and that's why I got the pizza cutter. So I mean, it's something that's always good to have. So if you don't have it, go get it. I have it in right now. This is how it's looking like. I'm gonna get some green pepper to put over so that I can. Sorry about that again. I'm gonna get some green pepper so I can put it over so it looks kind of nicer. So give me a second. Change, and when I went to shop my sweet potato, it went bad, so I just decided to get my plantains, and I did it. We call this chicharritas. It's a Cuban thing. So what I did is that I chopped my green plantains this much, so it's as thin as you can see in the camera, and I have a small deep fryer that I cannot live without. So this is my deep fryer. I'm going to go ahead and untap that. I have to plug it. And I plug it and it takes seconds so that I can put everything in, which is the part that I love the most about. Go ahead and put it right here. I plug it in. And as soon as I plug it in, I wait. I'm going to count with you. One. Oh, this is a Presto. This is a Presto dip fryer, and it's the little one. I think it's the smallest one that they have, and it's amazing. It works wonders for me. I cannot live without it. It makes your cooking time so much shorter. So it is going to take. Let's see. We have been smoking now for like 3 seconds. So 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And I'm dumping everything in. That's it. I'm just gonna dump everything in. This is the thing that came with it to be able to stir it, so this is what I'm going to be using. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's already kind of making that, that kind of sound, nice bubbling sound that tells you that it's frying, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and put that on a plate next to my quiche, and that's going to be our brunch for today. Before I say hi to you, and the deep fryer, it takes like 2 minutes to get done. No longer than 2 minutes, please, otherwise it's going to be burnt. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how my table is looking like. Then I'm going to turn the camera off and come back once my chicharritas are done. So this is how my table is looking like with the quiche and the plates and the little thing that I put to serve with the quiche. Alright? So into a few minutes here in Cook It with a Toddler.